Good morning, Year 2. It's Miss Mole here with Thursday's maths lesson today. So we're going to start off our lesson today by practicing counting in 2s, 5s and 10s. So you can pause your video and have a go at practicing 2s, 5s and 10s for me. Okay, now you've practiced counting in 2s, 5s and 10s. Can you tell me the answers to these questions? So first question, 5 times 5, 4 times 2, 7 times 10, 6 times 5, and 8 times 5. Now, if you want to write down the answers, you can pause the video here to give you a chance. Okay, the answers are 5 times 5 is 25, 4 times 2 is 8, 7 times 10 is 70, 6 times 5 is 30, and 8 times 5 is 45. Now, I've put a symbol on the board for you to have a look at. What does this symbol mean? So have a think about that. Think of all the different words, all the different language that is associated with this sign. Right, well done to everybody who said divide. So today we are learning to divide. Now, that could include the language divide, shared between, equal groups of, and there are plenty of other words as well, but these are the main three that we're focusing on. So I've got a question for you to have a go at first before I show you the method for today. So make sure you've got a piece of paper or a whiteboard in front of you and pause the video if you need to go and find something. So here's your question. There are 6 fish. If I wanted 2 fish in each bowl, how many bowls will I need? So you could have a go at writing the number sentence. You could show me some workings out. See how you work it out. It could be drawing pictures. Just have a go to begin with. Okay, now you've had a chance to have a go at that. There are lots of different ways that you could do it. So we could write it, first of all, as a number sentence, which would be 6 divided by 2 equals, and then you'd need to work out your answer. Now you could do that by sharing 6 between 2. So we could do 1, 1, 2, 2. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we've shared them into 2 equal groups. And actually, if we look at that a little bit more closely, it does almost look a bit like an array that we've been doing this week. And how many would each person get? 3 here and 3 here. So we could do it that way. But that's not how we're going to be doing it today. Today, we are going to be using a number line to help us divide. Now, it's going to link to our times table. So when we're thinking about there being 6 fish and we want 2 in each bowl, what we want to work out is how many 2s do I need to get to 6? So we're going to start off on our number line with the number 0. And then we're going to count on until we get to 6. But remember, we are counting in 2s. So 0 add 2 is 2. Add another 2 is 4. Add another 2 is 6. So 2, 4, 6. How many jumps have we had to do? We've had to do 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps. So we need 3 lots of 2 to make 6, or 3 jumps of 2 to make 6. So our next question, I would like you to have a go at using a number line to count on in jumps to figure out how many jumps you need to get to the answer. And we'll talk it through a little bit together. So, our question. There are 15 sweets on the table. I am making treat bags and I need 5 sweets in each bag. How many bags can I make? So we've got 15 divided by 5. So how are you going to show that on your number line? Remember, you're going to start at 0 and then you're going to do your jumps. Remember, this time you're jumping in 5s. So 5. Where would you jump next? Where would you jump next? How many jumps do you need to do? So pause the video and have a go. Okay, I'll finish this off. So 0 jumping on is 5. Add on another 5 is 10. Add on another 5 is 15, which is how many sweets I've got in total. So we've got 5, 10, 15. How many jumps have I had to do this time? I've had to do 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps. So it's 3 again this time. So 15 divided by 5 equals 3. Now this does actually link to your multiplication because it's 3 lots of 5. We've done 3 jumps and each one is worth 5. So we've done 3 lots of 5 jumps equals 15. So I could write the related multiplication fact of 3 times 5. So 3 times 5 equals 15. So I know that 15 divided by 5 equals 3. So maybe some of you already knew the answer without doing the workings out because you'd used your multiplication facts, which is fantastic. But I would like to see those jumps shown on your number line today, just to prove it to me. You can always write a note on your work to say, I already knew the answer because I used my times tables, but I checked it with a number line. So one last one for you to have a go at. If I have 30 children in Vienna class and I need to put them into groups of 10, how many groups can I make? So have a think. What are we going to start with in our number sentence? What are we dividing it into? What are our jump sizes going to be? And then work out how many jumps that you need. So pause the video while you have a go. Okay, I'm going to reveal my number sentence first because that's where I always start when I'm trying to work something out. So I'm starting off with 30 children, that's my whole. And I need to divide them into groups of 10. So I'm going to start on my number line with the number 0. And then I'm going to do my jumps of 10. So 10, 20. Oh, it's a little bit wobbly there. 20, 30. So how many jumps have I done? I've done 1 jump, I've done 2 jumps, I've done 3 jumps. I've done 3 jumps of 10. So the answer is 3 again. Well, I must have had number 3 on the brain when I was coming up with these questions. Now, remember, using our number line today, it's a little bit different to how we were using it previously. So last week when we were doing addition and subtraction, we were working out what number we landed on at the end. But today we're counting how many jumps that we did. So be careful, we don't want to see any answers. 30 divided by 10 equals 30. We're looking at how many jumps we have done. Now, for those of you who have used your multiplication facts to help you, okay, if you already know that 3 times 10 equals 30, then you would have got the answer 30 divided by 10 equals 3. So well done if you did use your multiplication facts to help you. But remember, I do still want to see these workings out on a number line. Our Wilf today. What am I looking for? I can divide using a number line. So that is the first step on our Wilf. I do want to see those workings out. I can solve division problems, so you're going to have a mixture of number sentences and word problems today, and also some slightly more open problems towards the end. And then a challenge, I can reason about division. And I've put your worksheet on here for us to have a look at. So to begin with, you have got some division number sentences, some calculations to solve, and I've put the blank number lines on the sheet for you. Then I've given you 2 blue word problems here. And again, can you show me the workings out in the number sentence? And can you also tell me the division number sentence? And I also added up here about show me the related multiplication number sentence. So you could do that for all of your questions today. That would really show me that you've fully understood the link between multiplication and division. Then we've got 2 slightly more open problems here to investigate. So this one here, explore this problem. Write the division number sentences and use a number line to show me your workings out. So you have 30 counters. How many different ways can you put them into equal groups? Write down all the possible ways. So you're going to need to draw an awful lot of number lines here to try out sharing 30 into different groups. So remember, your jump size will be whatever you're going to be counting in. Maybe you want to try counting in 3s or 5s or 4s or 10s. Some will work and some won't work. And remember, I really like seeing the ones where you've tried something out and it hasn't quite worked, because then I can see how you have tackled the problem. Then the second one, explore all the possible answers to this problem. So again, you might need to do this on another piece of paper. So Amir has some counters. He makes 5 equal groups. The amount he started with is greater than 10, but less than 35. How many counters could he have started with? How many will be in each group? So he makes 5 equal groups. How many will be in each group? How many did he? So there's a few different steps to this problem here, and I'd love to see all the different solutions that you come up with. Remember, show me them on a blank number line. There's not a lot of space here. Probably do it on another piece of paper, as I said. And then there is a challenge at the bottom here, and this one is all about reasoning. So multiplication can be done in any order. For example, 4 times 3 and 3 times 4 both have the same answer of 12. So it doesn't matter whether I do 4 times 3 or 3 times 4, they will both have the same answer. But can division be done in any order? Prove it. So you're going to have to pick a division number sentence. You might want to use one from over here this morning. Can that be done in any order? Prove it to me. You could draw something, you could write an explanation to explain why it doesn't work or why it does work. And can you give me some examples? So can you try a few out to show me that you've tested it? So good luck with your maths today. I'm looking forward to seeing your work.